Is going on, everybody? And I am J-Dubs, and today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. Now, today is going to be a very special, it's going to be an extremely special video and a different type of video because today I have gotten something that I have not gotten in a long time, and that is a request. This request was on TikTok. I was not able to I'm not able to pull it up right now as I'm in the middle of recording and my computer is not in use is now in use at the current moment. So I will. But basically today, because of that video, we are going to be doing the ultimate Dokkan battle guide. We're going to be going over how to get the resources to awaken your units, how to EVA your units, how to get dragon stones, how to get Zenny, how to get more characters, build up SA, do the hidden potential system, and that whole rigmarole, and even equips, because why not? We love equips. So I think we'll get the easiest out of the way. And the easiest is how to oh how to get resources for your units. I'll be splitting the video up in sections, but let's get straight into it. I won't even need to cut this part out. So, as you can see, let me get off of the growth tab. I'm going to go to character list and it'll show all the awakened units in the in my Dokkan box. Here are Hercule statues that'll be for later, but here are a bunch of awakened and unawakened units. So, a lot of the older units from the start of the game come from normal rarity, R rarity, and SR rarity. And it's rare, but some newer units come in as SR rarity. Like I said, it is more rare because the game is getting older and they're starting to go more into depth for SSR characters, aka SSR stands for super rare. UR stands for ultra rare. R stands for rare. N stands for normal. Uh, like I said, SR stands for super rare if I didn't say it before. And LR stands for legendary power. Now, legendary power is the highest you can go. And there are four ways you can awaken units. You can regular Dokkan awaken them, which will be majority of the game. You can extreme Z awaken them, which is for later. If a unit gets one to buff them. Awakening to LR, which only applies to certain units, and Super Extreme Z Awakening, which goes to older units of it, which is also the newest. Um, it is the newest type of rarity at the current moment for awakening. So, if since we're going into uh awakening first and getting resources, so let's go to a unit that I have but is not awakened. No, this does not include EZAs or super EZAs. It'll be regular units. And the one we will go to check out will be, hmm, let's go summonable first and then a free to play. Like I said, I'm not doing LRs, but hmm, have I awakened him? No, I haven't. So basically, if you get a unit, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to click on the growth tab, of course. You're going to want to find that unit like I just did before, and you're going to want to click on that unit. And when you click on that unit, it will show metals that you will need to awaken that unit. That is for the UR awakening units. Now, if your unit is not already UR awakened, then you will have to do something else, like SSR awakening. I'm scared of getting copyrighted. Let me turn down the music. Just turn it off really quickly. SSR awakening. Go to the Dokkan Fest AOS. I feel like I'm butchering that name. From the Super Dragon Ball Heroes collab for the final one. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medals lined up for her to awaken her. And these medals are all different. They're not all going to be the same. So watch out for that. I will go into depth on how to get most of them because some of them are relatively easy until you get to the Kais. So yeah. But we are going to let's go to the let's go back and find Turles. He'll be the unit that we will awaken. Sure. Now, Turles Giant Ape. There are many units that share that name, so keep that in mind. It once you click on it, if you don't have enough, it'll tell you which event, or if you can't click on it to find the event, you can hold down on it and press to event. Now, here's where a little problem comes in. A unit might not be able to be awakened through regular means and might be awakened through the portal. So I will go into depth about that. I'm going to, let's just say, I'm going to run a team with no intros. Let's let's put on a all types leaders. So I would then go to where this isn't anything different. I'm just going to put on leaders. We're not skipping segments for the video. I'm just going to put certain things on. Boom. Let's see. Boom. Go all LRs. Boom. 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 Okay. Now we have our team. Then just find me a leader, throw that on. I'm gonna have auto battle on because this will take a while. So I will try my best to commentate. Let me just drink my soda. As you can see, we're going through the stage, and that's basically it. We just go through the stage, and we're going to have to collect orbs like any event. You just collect orbs and fight off any enemies that are used along the way. And that's really about it. There will be some lines of dialogue, there will be some phases. Sometimes it'll be a phase, but once that event is done and you've done everything, everybody's done, everybody's been KO'd. That's really it. You would have to do it a certain amount of times though, and if you're lucky without the boost, you could potentially get um 2 awakening medals, which is a rare chance, so keep that in mind. So, like I said, I muted the audio just now, so yeah, we're going to let the event finish, which is going to take a while since we are fighting against the Turles Crusher Corps and have to fight 2 phases of Turles. So keep that in mind. Some events will take longer than others, so you're probably going to want to run a full AoE attacking team. We're going to let that finish. As you can see, there's another event. Now I'm going to get into LRs. When you are going, when you are going to awaken an LR, depending on if that LR came out before or after a certain update or data download, they could have their own they could have their own little awakening metals. For instance, using reversible exchange tech Vegito. Oh, the event's finished, but reversible exchange tech Vegito. He has his own awakening metals. So for that case, you would go through every stage of LR. And there's Taylor's awakening metals. Now, I would do that a certain amount of times, and I would basically just get the metals and awaken him. So I will do some off-screen grinding, grab him for y'all, and how show you how to awaken him later on for the video. And now we are going to move on for the second segment of the video, and that is getting the super attacks up. Just give me
In
one
order to get
second.
super attacks up, you're gonna want to go to the growth tab.
And here we're back here. You go to, and we just change this down to wasteland because you don't want to waste too much stuff. But you're gonna want to go to training partners, and you'll see here, there are a list of units that I could use to get super attack, my super attack up for this Goku, this Ella Goku. Now I'm going to use this one for an example, which I do not expect to get a super attack up because there is a chance, and depending on what type of rarity that unit is at, will depend on the chances that you will get your super attack up. Now, as you can see in the back here, it shows that LR units will get his super attack, will have a 50% chance to get a super attack up, and awaken units, regular awaken units, will only get a 2% chance. Why is this? Because they all share the same name. As you can see, he is just Goku. He's also just Goku, but he's unawakened. He's at his UR state. The lower the rarity of the LR before being awakened, or any unit before being awakened, it will be a 50% chance. That is unless you change the unit that you want to awaken or are going to use to awaken another no, another unit to get the super attack up is at a UR state. In that case, if I had this Goku, this AGL Carnival Goku back down to this AGL UR state, he would have a 50% to 100% chance to get their super attack up, if depending on if that unit was awakened or not awakened. But there are also other ways, such as the Kais. And so basically, if I come over to here to Dragonstones every other week or every 2 weeks, there will be uh mysterious rituals, aka a way to get free Kais for your super attack up. Now I used to do this, but I realized I was losing a lot of Dragonstones, so I slowed down from doing it. But now I'm going to get back to doing it. Basically, you would get 25 Dragon Stones to summon 4 times, which would be 100 Dragon Stones for the full thing. And that would end off the banner for another 2 weeks. And you would get 5 Kais, which would give you around 5. Do the math. 5 times 4. You would get 20 Kais, which would guarantee any unit their super attack up. And now there are other units. They are not just summonable. You can get them from the Baba Exchange, but give me 1 second before going over there because as of recently, the 10th anniversary now has Kai's in the friend summon. This is the special friend summon, which hasn't changed from here to here. Now, if we go to the friend summons, you can see that there are Elder Kais, Ints, which will always be 100% chance, but there are also AGL Kais, which only work on the AGL unit.
Tech Kais, which only work on tech units, Int, STR, and Physical, which only work on their respective units. Now, and there will also be these dozing Elder Kai, which are only given a 30% chance, which are extremely hard because you could have 80 of them and not get your super attack up once, which is the scariest part. Or, for say, you want to get a copy of another unit. You accidentally get a copy of another unit and you rainbowed that unit already from their U or awakened state or LR awakened state. I'm going to show you how to easily dispose of that copy and get the super attacker. I'm going to cut through here and see what I get. A Hercule statue, another one, and nothing else. Now we are going to try two more times, as that's how many friends those are. Just going to do it like a regular summon, just waiting. And now we see if we get any screen cracks, and now we just skip over it all. There is LR, free-to-play Hercule. He is summonable, so that's why he is classified as a free-to-play. And in this case, he will not be used for the video. Actually, on second thought, I will use him. Viewers and chat. Viewers can see on the second time with rainbow text. Now, those are special effects to tell what animations go with what. Depending on how long this video will depend on doing a second part. So, with that being finished, boom. That's all my summons. So I would go here, scroll all the way down. As you can see, I have multiple copies of units. Let's use this Tech SR Goku. As you can see, any rarity higher would be 100% chance to raise a super attack. But let's do this. Use two of those. Use two of them. I would do that, and as you can see, his super attack would raise. So let's just do it. Let's get it out the way. Let's do it. Skip past the animation, and boom, his super attack level was raised. Now, if we go over to the Baba shop, as you can see, there's nothing there's no anything you can buy for super attacks, but there are awakening medals for the Elder Kais and Supreme Kais. But if we go to the trade points, there are also none, which is something completely different because because the only way for you to be able to exchange for Kais is not in secret treasure summons because those are for equips, but for treasures, regular treasures. Yes, yes, yes. So if we go to here, down here there are multiple free to plays, all ranging from anniversaries and worldwide and multiple events that have happened in the past. And that would end off because I've already grabbed all the Kais from here. But if we go to here, same thing. Up, we come over here, we do these weekly Dragon or Green missions, and it will show the Elder Kais, both sides, physical and int. Scroll down, that's it. You would exchange 35, which is the full week's amount of Elder Kai, to get one of those int Kais, and three one of the physical cards. Now, if we go over here, it's the same thing with the proud of proof of mastery treasure with a bunch with some dragon stones. So that would be a really good investment if you have the enough steak or food for stamina because the event is extremely expensive on stamina. And you can see there's a few cards you can grab, but for the big price of 40. And that is because of the fact that these cards are rare because they are so high in demand. So they're not often given out. So you're used to rely on other units. You need other units to rely on. Over here, it is different. There are no Kais, from what I remember. If there are, I exchanged. Now, from over here, it's not the same thing either. But if we can scroll down, we can see all these other units that can be used for oh, the SA Awakening. Now, if we go to here, there are Elder Kais, and these happen when, and for this specific treasure, I mean, you can get them through when the P10 battle happens. Now, if we go all the way back down to here, every now and then some events will awaken and you will be able to get Kais. For instance, this event, when it comes back, there will be Kais that you can grab from here. This is the Blues Gourmet Chocolate, and the this is where the uh portal comes in of keys. I'll get to that in a second. And keep scrolling, do 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 do. This is another event. This is part of the story event. Just for starter free-to-players like the LR Kaioken Goku or the G free-to-play Tech GT Super Saiyan Kid Goku. And then if we come over here, there's two over here, but with all the awakening medals for it. So you have to play that specific event, though. That's the thing for these Kai. Now we can go to here, but we can't get anything until, yeah, that's really it. Now, Battle of Mastery. This is where you can get Kais from doing the Super Road Battle or Extreme Super Road Battle. Battle Mastery, these platinum looking ones, these platinum diamond looking ones are from Extreme Super Road Battle. And you can get two, no, one each time. If you feeling lucky, or if I'm corrected, you can get two as a chance. And they are from the mission, so I will get into that in a second as well. So Victory's Light is the Super Road Battle one, where you can pick from any Kais, and this is where you get the two. So you can get essentially two Kais from. You can exchange two Victory Lights for four STR Kais, or four AGLs, or four physicals for text, or four ints, pretty much. This is where you get all of the free to play um LR from the Ultimate Clash, but no there's five Kais, I stand corrected, or more. If I don't remember that much. And some awakening medals and some easy A's and stuff like that. But nothing, but mostly not that many Kais. You can get some Kais from here, from what I remember, I think. Now, blue stones. As you can see, this is where you can get the most Kais. Because why? The blue stones have the lowest drop rate, one of the lowest drop rates. If I remember correctly, you can also get them from the green stones. And skipping past this, the only other way would be from summon coins from the blue Kai event or any Kai in the Dragonstone summon event over here. Now I will make my way to the mission. All right, so going and look into missions, there is one right here that I have not done. Let me just make sure. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, there is one right here known as the Clash Between Rivals. See, an event like this will pop up. You get a Kai from it. My AirPods have disconnected for some reason. Oh, they are back. But going into that, yes, that specific event is going to be the one to give you Kais at the current moment. Now moving on, looking at other missions, as you can see, I didn't even know this was here, but as you can see, you can get a Kai from doing normal missions, and another one, but for doing specific missions for beginners. And here's another one, like equipping a skill orb, but it cannot be a EX. Those are missions in normal and daily. Now, if you go to event, I will scroll down and yup, Bulma's Genius Prep. You get one Kai from there. You can also get, I think there's a chance you can get a Kai from the Pan event. Now, keep scrolling and you'll see you can get Kais from here if we just. And yep, here it is, all because of the fact that that unit is specifically meant for that type of thing. Now, here's another kind, an extreme seed battle, which will be our next topic for after this. This is where you do the missions for some of the events. So, yeah, just to get some treasure. Now go into here, Portal of Memories. You don't get anything from here. Now, 7 o'clock, my time, which would be everybody's time. As you can see, it has changed. The Dokkan Daily Reset has happened. But going into the Portal of Memories, you can see, hey, we can get Kais from here. Why? Because there's a lot of things that are put away. That is why. So, going on to what I mentioned earlier about the Dokkan event. Um, Going to over here, if you do easy A battles, you can get Kais, and this only, but the thing is, this only applies to regular easy A's, not super easy A's. So no super easy A's are permitted to get Kais. And if we keep scrolling up, what what do we have here? 2 units. If you just awaken the units and then get the super attack up, you can get a Kai and a few Dragon Stones from here. Now keep scrolling. There's a lot more, and you can get Kais from them at certain points of the EZA stages. But for right now, we'll come back to this for the Dragonstone section because this video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to have to make a part two, obviously. So, continuing down, as you can see, there are lots of EZA stages you can complete to get Kais. That is the main goal. Now, doing any story missions from over here, you could potentially get them like these events like I was pointing out earlier, and these events meant for starters. And if I scroll down a bit more up, 20F, you can get a chance to get a Kai from here. Now, this is the super class side. Now, if I go down to the extreme class side, I'm going to scroll up. That I missed the rewards? Let's go back up. No, they're right here. And if I scroll down up 20F again, there will be more Kais. In the growth tab, I'm not sure that you can get Kais, but I know it's off of luck. Like for instance, there's no Kais on these missions, but on this event, if you see Roshi go from himself to launch, who I will bring up a picture of, she will give you a free Kai, but it is only by chance. Now, Launch is a Dragon Ball Saga character, so she will genuinely look like this or like this because she in the show it explains it all, but I don't want to go into too much depth, so yeah. And I think that'll be it for highs, and we are going to move on to the um we're going to move on to the let me just scroll down the Dragonstone section. Moving on to the Dragonstone section of the game. Um this is the more easier and then difficult part of it. So you can get Dragon Stones. Let's start off from over here by doing story in general. I don't really need to go into depth, and I just explained that you could also get it in missions, so that explains most of it. And going to the growth section, you can't really get much unless you actually, fun fact, if you clear a stage that you haven't done, then you can just get Dragon Stones from it, which is pretty cool considering the fact that you probably won't be able to get to most of the stages depending on which units you get. In doing boss events or story events over here, like they'll give you dragon stones, but it usually results in 5, so use stronger units to get past them all. And the one I recommend doing, if I could go all the way down here, is the boss rush event because after you beat every single one, you get 10 to 30 to 35 dragon stones after beating uh just getting up to stage 5. And you get 35 dragon stones from then on. Super Road Battle gives about 5 dragon stones and about 4 units. four free units that you can get. The Dokkan Punch Machine, I was going to go into that. Uh, I'm going to post a short, but you're gonna want to do the second stages because the first stages are going to be more difficult. But the second stages, however, are easy because you can use items to nuke the machines, like Tech Dragon Fist or STR Kaioken. You have to use a nuke leader and then at least a 200%. Fighting Legends Goku, use him as do that event as well. Infinite Dragon Ball Infinite History. I forgot to mention you can also get Kais from here, not just from doing that. But yeah, and you can get about 3 to 7 Dragon Balls. You also get uh not Dragon Balls, Dragon Stones. You can also get Dragon Stones from here, about 5 of them. You can also get them from here, even here, and then scrolling all the way up. If I can find it, you can also get Dragon Stones from the Killers Cybermen's event, or no, the Mown Down Cybermen's, which I think I passed. And yes, I have. Let me scroll up, doing my slow scroll. Here they are trading with Cyber Mown Down. See, you're going to want to use the EVA or AoE units. Now, going into more Dragonstones, you can do the EZA battle stages, which, yes, there are some in Awakening or Challenge, but they do not provide any more Dragonstones after that. Such as these LR, they have to be summonable LRs for the most part, or summonable units. So as you can see, EZA, Graded Vegeta, and STR Kaioken times 4 Goku, they give about 3 stones, and that is because they're LRs, just for beating one part of the event, the first stage or the second, or just keep going. You should probably end up with around 30 stones at the end of it, depending on, no, 33 stones on average. And this is because you do the event 10 times to get you 30 plus the missions, which can get you to 70. And the mission is easy. You just have to get past the seventh stage. You just beat that and you're done. Now, the regular, UR's events, and we're going to look at EZA Cell, the Super EZA. I'll keep it on regular EZA. All you would have to do is just beat it. So I'll do it really quickly. You cannot redo them. So I'll just redo this one because why not? You know, uh, make a team for it real quick. You can get like 2, 3 Dragon Stones off the Super Easy events, but they are extremely tanking. One of them, I think, one of the missions, I think you have to be on a time limit. So I do not recommend trying unless you think you have a chance at it for your units. And if they're well built, then yeah, go for it. But I'm going to add these as my units and then let them be after that because I'm not going to actually do the event. Sorry, I need to do an event that I haven't done. But regular, you get 30, not 31, but 30, I believe, 3 stones as well. No, 34 stones after beating the event. But because of the missions, there are 2 missions. 2 are timed. One is you beating it with a certain number of units with a certain category. So basically, that would be the way to beat that. And let's go over to the next way for Dragonstones. And that is, of course, paying for them, which people are not going to do. And once again, I've forgotten a tip. Wow. Clap it up. Okay. But as I was saying, Portal of Memories is another one. The Dragon Ball story is also another one. Quest events, there are a lot, so you will get a lot of Dragonstones from there. I think from what some another YouTuber said, you could get thousands from each one. And Piton P10 battle, like I said earlier, is exchange the treasure. And I've shown earlier that you can exchange certain treasures for dragon stones. But going into this, Ultimate Clash also gives Kais and can potentially, if they decide to add that, they can potentially give dragon stones, which would be pretty much it. Actually, yeah, that's brilliant. Now we're going to move on to the next one, and that is going to be the way to get Zenny. This part of the video is going to be relatively easy, so I can speed through it. The way to get Zenny in this game is by selling units, playing events, going to the exchange, or selling what they like to call Hercule statues or certain things like the Sandland V jump. You could sell these. The Beelzebub, you gotten about four, but you cannot use them. So you can have that as a souvenir. But from summoning as well and doing certain things, you can get Hercule statues. And depending on which one it is, will depend on how much it will cost to sell and how much you will earn back. The bronze Hercule statue is 250,000 zen. The silver is 500. It goes by up by 250,000 every time, and then it jumps. As you can see, this is now a million. This is now 1.5 million, and now this is at 5 million. And there are other statues that are special, like the Jackie Chun statues, which are worth like about 220 or something around their million. Or there's like certain statues that you could grab and sell. Some are from New Year's, some are from regular events like data downloads. So I'm going to sell these Hercule statues, and as you can see, I'm going to get about however many that says. So if I take out my calculator and I see 5 million, okay, let me see, 5 million, forgot to add a zero, times 16 statues with, it doesn't even work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 16. It would give me around 80 million statues. And let me just make sure. Yep, it would give me around 80 million zen. Now, if I did this, 1.5, so which would be around 15 times 6, that would give me 90. So that would give me around 90 or 9 million zenny, and you get the picture. So, in order to get these statues, like I said, they're summoning, but you would have to pay for some. For instance, if we go to the Dragons or Summon, nothing there, but over here at the ticket summons, if you scroll all the way down to the very bottom, this never leaves because you have to pay for it. And over here for the friend summons, you can get statues from here doing story and stuff like that. However, you can also sell units if you don't want to do that. For instance, like the units I summoned earlier, I could sell all of these statues, and I'll do this really quickly because I'm probably going to have to make a part two to this, since it is the ultimate guide. As you can see, I'm not going to get much, but it is still something. And maybe if you want to clear out your Dokkan box, go and do that while making the Zenny back. Now, like I also said earlier, you can also get the statues from trade from the treasure. You cannot get them from Zenny, trade points, or secret treasure. Of course, you can get them from the regular treasure. So going over here, we go down to here, there might be a statue. And yep, here they are for a certain price, and there's a certain limit on how many you can get. So I'll just get this one. Then there's some over here, and some over here. Some I don't think are over here. No, there definitely are. But the thing is, you will see a lot of gold Hercule statues and platinum Hercule statues. So be on the lookout for that. So you'll see a majority of that. And that will probably end off today's video for now on the Ultimate Dokkan Guide because this video is going to be extremely long and I have to catch up on schoolwork. I'll try and get some shorts out. I'll try and get some TikToks out. But last tip, some events give out a lot of Hercule statues and you can go check that out. But for now, this was part one of the Ultimate Dokkan Guide. Guys, let me know if you need anything. Um, if you have any requests, put it in the comments either on here or on TikTok, and I will see you guys later. But really quickly, as you can see right here, 110 Hercule statues and 100 and no, about 134 Hercule statues. Uh, most of them being UR and gold. And these are genuinely just from doing random ones or doing certain units, which is the hard part about it. So I will see you guys in a couple hours or even later, and I will try and get the part two of the Ultimate Dokkan Guide out. I am J-Dubs. This was the Ultimate Dokkan Guide, and I will see you guys later.